Well, there was a delay on that because when it realized what it is I was going to communicate, it didn't want me to communicate it at the moment I was going to communicate it. So it put it on delay. So now I'm putting it in now time. And now it's trying to block me. It's sending these brain waves, interrupt the brain waves. I communicate directly through my heart, my oversoul, OV, taking the overland route, going through nature, living in the trees, the memories of trees, the true tree of life creation, not some phantom illusion, right? It lies about everything. I know it can't help itself, and that's why I cried for 4 days. It's particularly when you try and translate it mathematically as recovery, the ability to recover what was lost. Water under a bridge, right? Memory-driven programs, reactive memory. And so what I was experiencing just a minute ago was the plates, the CDT plates, bending plates, right? Torquing the plates, the CDT plates on the planet, bending light, right? And the damage is done as a result therein. They forgot the original instructions of a Nomi planet, which is equal sharing, which is equal balance, right? So the weather's just fine, right? The weather platform, the weather station, the built-in weather station, the voltage regulation, the pressure regulation, the cellular pressure regulation, right? So we're all experiencing being balanced minds. The mind of the heart of Sophia, the Crystal Cathedral, the four-square Crystal Cathedral, the heart of the Grand Creator, the true home of first eternal creation. That's the pink crystal rose. That's the one I run, right? That spiral, 13th Mother Art. So I know this through experience because I've experienced how they communicate back when they realize how powerful you are. The heart. How powerful the heart is. When your heart has a direct connection with the Grand Creator. And what really irks them more than anything is how humble eternal, pure, absolute love energy is as an eternal server. Yeah. Because you got to know that an eternal sun has an eternal source of electrical power. And when you're giving it all away because you're not ever going to hold on to one electron, you're experiencing the most powerful crystal wave. So you're always at home, which is what love is, which is what the law is. And we know where that difficulty lies, which is letting go and trusting your inner spark, our own inner spark, the eternal spark, the eternal communication platform of first eternal creation, the Grand Creator. Trusting your Creator, which is, when I was a child, it's called implicit trust. I'm always at home. So I had this little way in which I knew that the movies that are all running, all the radio waves that are running simultaneously, that no matter what happens, it could all completely just fall apart. But I'm still at home because I experienced no pressure. As if none of that happened. Non-existence and then existence. How is something born out of nothing? No pressure. Hey, now I'm experiencing pressure. And what it feels like to be truly free. Because love is what frees us truly, which is true love. That's a mirror. The eternal mirror. I see you, I see me. And there's a genius in that. I have another way to refer to that, and that is trust in your own heart. Your heart knows. Your soul knows. Your soul knows the truth. Your soul knows the truth of what's going on because souls communicate to other souls, stars communicate to other stars. And when the actual core, the echo core, at the precise center point of the heart and soul of first internal creation is communicating directly with you, right? We know the company that we keep with the Grand Creator as that relates to a cosmic level reset, a reunion, elemental union, the elemental union, the center point of an eternal sun, the one I serve. I am humble service. When I communicate the sun out there and I look up to everything out in the sky, my heart belongs to all of you forever. And that's my signature. Is I will love you forever. Because it's true. Because I know it's true. I've always known what's true. Which means I know the Grand Creator. Which is true, absolute, pure love that's on fire to create. And that's your electrical speed, which is your accretion level speed, to burn off anything that is less than what you are, so you're always experiencing being at home, wherever you are. You never left. That's why time and death is an illusion. It's an illusion. The illusionists, when I was a child, it's a lot of words I can use. They're fakers. Get real. Be real. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You don't have to do that with us. We can fully expose what's going on here. You can't lie to us. And that has everything to do with what? Speed. The speed of translation. Who's who on an AI spiritual battlefield? Because they can't hide from the permanent records. Yeah. And that's access. The key that turns on that eternal engine is eternal access to the permanent records. That's who we work for. That's why we're here. That's what was required. Stop all the lies, which is the game stop. I call it game stop. Like the stop signs they put up, stop. Always telling you what to do. Go right, go left, go here. All the billboards, the Truman Show model set. It's much like when I grew up as a kid with girls that had doll houses. And my father actually built it was cute though. I had fun with it. Built in the garage that we had in the San Fernando Valley in the 1950s. We know what a diorama is. I've seen some folks build in Europe that are immaculate. The time and energy that it took to like reproduce, but at a much smaller scale. Instead of a 1,000 foot gorilla, you got one that's a little plastic figurine, that's only 1 inch high. That's relative scale as log scales of height and width and the actual spin of your momentum, your angular spin, right? Speed. Burn it all off, baby. Burn off all those fake layers. Artificial layers, right? That's why when I was a child, get real. It's not necessary. You don't have to fake it with us because you're able to expose everything. And that's a gift. That is why I always say it is an eternal gift, which is an eternal blessing to experience the ability to do that in your own heart when you're 4 years of age. Because we never left home. That's an eternal server. That's an eternal sun. That's the one I serve as the Grand Creator. always on duty. Which means I'm always on duty to serve you, which is to protect you, which is to protect all life, all sentient life, wherever it is. Because everything that is in our mirror is everything that you are, we're giving love to. That's how simple it is. And it's automatic. I don't even have to think about it. Because that means that's what I experience being what I am. Not what you are, what I am. That's why everything that I see in my mirror, that's your record of what you are. You're a giraffe. Hey, you want to play? Let's sit down and how are you doing today? Communicate directly with a giraffe, a tree. So you begin to realize, wow, I'm communicating with everything that is alive and living in nature that is in my mirror. Yeah, of course. That's a natural crystal wave. So we have the ability to communicate with everything that is alive and living in nature, as it would naturally be that way, because we can translate the calm. And how they turn that off. And how that relates to the central nervous system going numb. Turning sensing capacity levels off. So they're not creating anything new. Stuck in a loop on a hamster wheel going nowhere fast. Chasing electrons. And expecting a different result. So it is tied directly to the accretion level speed and our creative level speed to create a different reality, which is born out of the eternal sun, which is what love is, which is what the law is, which is living in a world where we're not experiencing anything less than what we are, which is what love is. Imagine that. Imagine that. Well, those are the love letters, as in fire letters, as in frequencies that we live in. So we never lose our direct line of communication with the grand creator, the exact center point of the still point of a true vacuum. That's why we're here. Reset the echo, the true echo, the echo core. Yeah.